Dear student class 9, in this video now I am going to start the revision of lesson 2, what is democracy and why democracy from civics, as I have written on this whiteboard. Lesson 2, what is democracy, why democracy. Student, you know very well democracy is a form of government through which our country runs, and democracy is a form of government which is adopted in a big part of this world. Democracy is a form of government which is more favorable type of government than other governments. That is why it is very necessary to understand actually what is democracy, which is the first part of this chapter. What is democracy? When we start to discuss about this question, then we find a common definition of democracy. You may see on this whiteboard, democracy is a form of government in which the rulers are elected by the people. Means in democracy, rulers are elected by the people, and the people will cast their vote in the election, and the majority will form the government, and that particular majority party will rule the country, and that particular majority party will form the government in democracy. So here we find this common definition of democracy, but when we start to discuss this definition, we find some questions from this definition or statement. First of all, who are the rulers? Means how the rulers will be elected, how this ruler will form the government, and how this ruler will take decision to run the country, and what are the powers and what are the limitations of the rulers in democracy. After then, you may see that what type of election, how the election will be conducted, because election is very important to run the democracy. The election should be free and fair or not. This is the question related to the election. After then, who are the people? Means who is observed and who are observed as the people in democracy. What are the powers of people? What are the duties of the people? These all questions can be asked in this particular definition of democracy. And in last, the fourth question I can ask, which type of or which form of government is democracy? Actually, what is democracy and what type of form of democracy? These all questions are, or this all question can be asked from this common definition of democracy, or when we start to search answer of this question, then we find some statements, and through these statements we or I will discuss with you the important features of democracy. And these features are: number 1, major decisions by elected leaders; number 2, free and fair electoral competition; number 3, one person, one vote and one value. There are 2 more features which I will discuss in the next video, but first of all we have to discuss these all features one by one, which is written on this whiteboard. And when we start to discuss about this feature, then we derive some answers to understand the question related to this particular definition of democracy. First of all, I have written here major decisions by elected leaders. My dear students, you know very well that leaders will be elected by the people. People will cast their vote, they will elect their representative, and these representative will form the government, and these particular representative will be the leaders or elected leaders in the democratic form of government. So they will take some major decisions in the favor of people, and this particular right is given to these elected leaders by the people. Why? Because the supreme power in democracy is in the hand of people. If these powers are given to these elected leaders, then these elected leaders can take major decision for the welfare of the citizens, for the welfare of the people, as well as for the welfare of the country. To understand this particular feature of democracy, I will take example of Pakistan. Pakistan, you know very well, our neighboring country, and in the year of 1999, military leader General Parvez Musharraf, imposed in Pakistan military coup, and he, removed the elected democratic government from Pakistan. In the year of 1999, the military rule was imposed by him, and he declared himself as the president of Pakistan, and he told that now there will be the power will be in the hand of president, and the president will run the country. And after then, in the August 2002, he passed a legal framework order, and according to this order, the constitution of Pakistan was changed or amended. According to this particular amendment of constitution of Pakistan, the president can, remove or can suspend the central and state legislative assemblies. And after this legal framework order, the election was conducted, and in this particular election, those representatives who won the election in their constituent area, no doubt they will take the decision, but the ultimate or the final decision will be taken only and only by the General Parvez Musharraf. Now you can understand, no doubt, election is conducted in Pakistan. Power is given in the hand of people to conduct or to cast vote. Representatives were elected, but the major decision was in the hand of only and only General Parvez Musharraf, not the elected rulers. So through this way, we can understand this is not the form of democracy. Actually, democracy is a form of government where the elected leaders, those who are elected by the people, only they can take the major decision, not by a single authority. Now, the second very important feature to understand about the democracy, free and fair electoral competition. My dear students, you know very well that election is an integral part of democracy. Without election, democracy cannot run. Why? Because in democracy, if there will be election, then people will cast their vote. And when people will cast their vote, they will elect their representative. No doubt, the election will be conducted, but election should be free and fair. There should be no any type of malpractices. There should be no any type of problem in the election. then we can understand, yes, democracy is running with its full ability. Democracy is running with its full essence. To understand this particular free and fair electoral competition, I will take or I will give you the example of Mexico. Mexico, a country of North America. In Mexico, you may see that after or in each every 6 years, the election of president is conducted. But my dear student, you know very well that but until 2000, every election is won by only and only one political party, and the political party name is PRI, and the full form of PRI is Institutional Revolutionary Party. My dear student, you know very well that in election we find the multi-party system. That in election, when there will be free and fair electoral competition or free election without any malpractice, then the people will get chance to cast their vote in the or to the various political parties. But something was happening in Mexico that from 2000 only and only one political party was winning election continuously, and it was happening with PRI, Institutional Revolutionary Party, and it was happening why? Because this particular political party or PRI was doing some or adopted some dirty tricks to win election. And I have told to you that if we want to run democracy in its full ability, then the election should be free and fair. But in Mexico, to win election, dirty tricks were adopted by PRI. Actually, at that time, PRI adopted some dirty tricks. What type of dirty tricks? He or the PRI informed the teachers of the government schools and colleges that teacher will force the parents that the parents will cast their vote only and only to the PRI. After then, the PRI was taking the meetings of his government officers and other leaders that they will show or they will form a type of atmosphere in Mexico that only the people will cast the vote only and only to the PRI. And after then, the media was used only and only for the PRI, and a lots of money was spent by the PRI. My dear student, you can understand that if such type of dirty tricks will be adopted to win the election, then it is not the quality of or the merits of the democracy. Now the third example I want to or the third statement related to the democracy: one person, one vote and one value. My dear student, you know very well that in democracy, equality is the base of democracy, in which we find the equal treatment to all. Each and every person, those who are able to conduct his or her vote in the election, each and every one is equal, and the value of each and every vote is equal. Then we find, yes, really it is the type of democratic form of government. But something was happening in Saudi Arabia. In Saudi Arabia, women did not have the right to vote. If you will see that if the near about half population is not getting the right to vote, then is it the form of democracy? No. That is why, to understand this statement, I have given or I have written the example of Saudi Arabia. In Saudi Arabia, women did not have the right to vote. That is why equality, free and fair electoral competition, major decision by elected leaders, all these statements are the essence of the democracy, or all these statements are essential to understand this particular definition of democracy. My dear student, I have discussed these all points and I will discuss some more point in the next revision video of civics lesson 2, what is democracy and why democracy. And earlier I have asked so many questions to you, and in this video or with this video I will send the question answer to you, and I hope that you will learn, you will read these answers and you will write these answers and you will understand these answers including this video. It is very important for you. Thank you very much.